everybody. Harry Caray back at Wrigley Field. We're out in the bleachers with the 10th inning show featuring the great manager of the Los Angeles Dodgers, that artful Dodger himself, Tommy Lasorda. Tommy, your ball club really rolling.
Yes, we're playing very good baseball, Harry. I'm very, very proud of this team. We have been catching the ball like we're supposed to, and of course, we're getting big hits. Pete Caray had a tremendous month for us. He literally carried this ball club, and we bounced back, and we've been playing exceptional baseball. Pete, who comes from the Dominican Republic, he doesn't realize there are only 30 days in June, so I told him there are 50 days in June, and he thinks it's June the 39th.
What is his condition? Is he going to play in the series?
We just talked to him. He's been released from the hospital, and we don't know exactly when he'll be able to play. But the good thing is he didn't have to stay in the hospital, Harry. I'll tell you something. I saw the greatest act of courage yesterday that I've ever seen in all my years in baseball. He came to bat. He could hardly walk up to the plate. I told him, Pete, if you don't want to hit, don't go up there. He said, I want to do it. With 2 outs, he hit a ball about 415 feet over the center field wall, and he could hardly make it around the bases. So all the players really appreciated Pete Caray doing that for us. And that's what makes it a great ball club, Harry, because when we were struggling in the early part of the season, no one blamed anybody else. Nobody come in after the game and start alibiing. They lost as a team, and now they're winning as a team, and I'm extremely proud of each and every one of them.
You know, Tom, it's really funny. I'm sure nobody could have predicted it. That great infield you had with Garvey at first, Lopes at second, Russell at short, and Say at third. The only man left with the Dodgers is Russell, and today he was your left fielder.
It's amazing. Those fellas, I had them all in the minor leagues, Harry, and I never saw a young man work so hard to want to improve their abilities. They earned everything that they got in the big leagues, and that's why they're still here. They're tremendous competitors. They learned how to win, and they learned how to put forth every bit of effort that they have. I'm just as proud of them as I've been proud of anybody, and that's why they see them today still doing a good job. Russell, of course, he can play a lot of different positions, and we're very, very proud to have him on the ball club.
You know, you're a little hoarse, Tommy. Have you been screaming at umpires again?
Yeah, I've been hollering the last few days, Harry, and I seem to be losing my voice. But I'll tell you something, I'll bounce back tomorrow.
Yeah, listen, we got a couple more questions. We really appreciate you taking time. I know how busy you are in Chicago. You must have 1,010,000 friends here.
I look forward to coming here, Harry.
I know you must.
It's a great city.
They love you here.
And I tell you something, I was talking to somebody the other day who was doing a story on you. You're great for baseball. You do a super job for the Cubs, and the fans here love you. We love you, too. You're a great announcer and a great guy.
Well, thank you so much, and stay with us now, and we'll be right back at you.
Thank you.
We're featuring Tommy Lasorda, the great manager of the Dodgers, on the 10th inning show. You know, Tommy, here's a ball game. 2 guys are really dominating with their pitching. What does a manager do between innings when the opposition is retiring his team 1, 2, 3?
Well, you're just hoping that you can get somebody on and be able to use the offensive weapons that it takes to win ball games. And that's, of course, you hit and run, you try to steal, you try to do everything to get runners moving. Because when you get the runners moving, Harry, number one, the catcher, normally they want to call fastballs.
Yeah.
Number 2, you have an infielder who has to leave their position, and you have better chances of hitting. And number 3, you stay out of double plays more often that way. This is what we were looking for. We got the big hit from Steve Yeager, and that, of course, turned the game around for us.
I thought the key in that whole inning, though, was that little swinging bunt off Cabell's bat with a count 0-2.
Well, you know, I was thinking about having them bunt, and then, of course, I know he's a good contact man, and you know he very rarely strikes out. We're very, very happy to have Enos Cabell and Len Matusik on our ball club. I've seen them both in the National League. They're both tremendous competitors. They have a lot of ability, and they're going to fit right into the Dodger mold. Already, both of them went around last night and today, kept bobbing their head, and I thought there was something wrong with them. I said, these guys look like, you know, they can't hold their head up. And then I later found out they kept looking down to make sure it was Dodgers on their uniform. They're very, very proud of it.
Well, I know how proud you are of it, too. And, Tom, thanks so much for taking time. I sincerely appreciate it personally, and I know everybody across the country watching you right now wishes you well, too. I wish you well, but not all in Chicago, please.